Jumpin' Jack Flash, that could be the name of a sex toy.
It could be.
It could be, yeah.
That's a nice segue you just did.
I know. I did the segue because joining us on the show right now is America's pleasure coach, Dr. Sadie Allison, who's a sexologist, therapist. She's really intelligent, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, she's got a PhD in the whole deal.
Good morning.
Good morning, guys.
How you doing?
Doing fantastic. Happy to be on your show again. Thanks for having me.
Sure. Anytime. Every year.
Yes.
Right around Valentine's Day. Is this your like Christmas busy season, like for the post office, Valentine's?
It really is, and even more so than Christmas because everybody's trying to get romantic for Valentine's Day. It's the perfect time of year to actually re-spark things. So I'm just trying to spread the love and spread ideas and spread some vibrating ideas.
Yeah.
Things like that.
Right. I just, I don't... Here's the deal. You sent us, obviously, you sent us a box of goodies. Lou immediately took them out of the box, took a photograph of them, the whole thing, and then took them home. I showed him via photograph to my wife, and she said she got scared. So I think what we're going to do is at the end of our interview, I'm going to give away this package, or at least some of it anyway.
Because I sent you. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you sent us 2 of everything, and I'm looking at the. I'm going to ask you, and I'm sure you can do this in a classy kind of way. The thing called the Womanizer. I don't understand it when I'm looking at it. I haven't opened it up yet.
Okay, that's an awesome toy. It's part of the Play With Me Valentine kit, and I curated every product myself to make sure it was a full, well-rounded kit for couples on Valentine's Day. So there's toys for her, toys for him. So this Womanizer Liberty is what you're talking about, and this is a revolutionary toy. It's actually known for the 60-second Big O.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And so for women who have not achieved that yet, or it's a little challenging for him to get her there, which is a common thing guys ask me, like, I need some help, how do I get her there? This product is a lifesaver, and it's this technology that has an air suction in the little circular tip, so this goes against her body.
Okay.
And it does its thing, There's the thing that you guys love the most when it comes to the bedroom. So this does that for her.
Okay.
And half the test group that tried the Womanizer Liberty got there in less than 60 seconds.
Wow. Let me ask you a question. If you give your lady the Womanizer, are you going to be in the they don't need us anymore type of deal?
Oh,
why would they need us?
Absolutely not. No, sex toys are really just a bedroom enhancement.
Yeah, they're a compliment.
Right? They're for both of you to enjoy, and they'll never replace you because women love to cuddle, for example, so they can't do that. But yeah, they're really just, the way I like to phrase it is it's not something that you need all the time. Right? So you don't need dessert every time you have dinner, but once in a while when you have it, it sure is yummy, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I mean, the cuddling, I'm just worried that between the Womanizer and a good dog, we become obsolete. But
what the hell are you talking about?
Well, I mean, they can cuddle the dog, then they got the Womanizer, and we're going out and getting pizza.
Now, let me just clarify. You have test driven all these products, right?
Yes, most of them.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, and
Hey, Bill, why don't you tell Dr. Sadie about your experience?
So you're a certified sexologist. Is that the correct title?
Yep. Sexologist, sex educator.
Okay.
TickleKitty.com is where you can read more about that.
So I have to ask you, back in the day when I was a young lad in college, I worked at NBC in New York as a college intern, and at the time, Dr. Ruth Westheimer, sort of the if there was a Mount Rushmore of sexologists, I would imagine her face would be carved into the side of the mountain. Do people in your line of work today stand on her shoulders, which is not that hard because she's only about 4'5"?
Well, we certainly respect her. She's my favorite, and she's certainly paved the way for all of us sex educators that have come after her. So she's a legend in my eyes. She did such wonderful work, and back in a time when it was way more taboo than it was when I started 18 years ago and even today. So Dr. Ruth, in my book, she's the queen of sex education.
That was going to be my question. So this was 30 years ago that I worked with Dr. Ruth.
Yeah.
Have things say loosened up in the last 20 years or so? Like, are people more comfortable discussing these things, couples, or do you find people less inhibited to discuss these issues with you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I started 18 years ago with my first book that's called Tickle Your Fancy, A Woman's Guide to Sexual Self-Pleasure.
Right.
And back then, it was so taboo to even talk about the concept of self-pleasure and that it's your natural birthright and everyone deserves pleasure in their lives. And it's evolved so much where now there's tons of sex toys, not only just for women, but for men, too, and for couples to use that are made to use at the same time. And that's actually what I put together in the Play With Me Valentine kit. So it's not just for her, it's a full couples kit that'll last you all night long and then all year long that has toys for her, toys for him, and toys you can use together. So,
hang on a second. All night long or 45 minutes, whatever comes first.
Right.
Okay, 15 minutes.
all night long, please. Take your time.
That's a lot of pressure. By the way, I'm sweating here. I just want
Yes,
I'm going to need a
Gotta take
full
off my
shower
jacket.
when I get home.
So we're talking, if you just joined us, we're talking to Dr. Sadie Allison, sex educator and best-selling author. Tell us a little bit about TickleKitty.com.
Sure. Tickle Kitty is my online resource for information and sex toys and products and pleasure products. And what I just put up this week is a new quiz that I'm really excited about. A lot of people ask me, well, I think I'm good in bed, but how do I really know if I'm pleasing her and what my lover really wants? Because I don't get as much response from her that I would like.
All right.
And so I put a quiz up right on the homepage that if you take, it's only like 30 seconds to take, but it'll tell you how good you are in bed.
Okay.
Bill's going to take that later.
Well, the first couple things came to mind. First of all, I'm not sure I want to know. And second of all, 30 seconds? Well, that rings a bell.
Okay, well, you know what? That's where these pleasure products come in perfect for fellas like you, because sometimes you might.
Hold on. I was speaking generically. I wasn't speaking specifically. I've heard
you were
stories.
talking about taking the quiz. Gotcha.
Yeah, my friends tell me stories. That's all. I'm just saying.
Yes, it's a friend. But there are people that do finish early, or they get tired, or they have other things that might be challenging in the bedroom for them. And that's where pleasure products come in, because you can still please your woman in so many different ways. It doesn't even have to be in the traditional way. You can pick up the Womanizer Liberty or any of the products that I sent in the Play With Me Valentine kit, and you will knock her socks off, because women, if you just focus on her pleasure and not even think about your own, because let's face it, guys, by the end of the evening, you're pretty much going to be satisfied. That's usually not an issue.
Yeah.
It's really about pleasing her. Okay. And if you just give her one-way pleasure and just focus on that and get her there, you'll get it back tenfold.
Yeah, I get told. Now, it'll be, let's see, in May of this year, what is it, 2019? I will have been married 44 years.
Wow, congratulations.
And we live together.
That's amazing.
And it's gotten to the point now where I think I told you at the beginning of the interview, I'll take these your toys home, which it's quality stuff. And my wife will look at me and go, "What are you doing?" I go, I've always been old school, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's an age thing. And let me ask you a question here. This whole cuddle thing with women, what's the deal here? I mean, did they really? Did they crave the cuddling to the point of like, sometimes I just don't get it.
Oh, cuddling is one of the best.
Okay.
And that's one of my things I tell, because some guys say, well, are these toys going to replace me? She won't need me anymore. Right, of course not. These are just bedroom accessories you play with once in a while on Valentine's Day, and they can't cuddle you. Yeah. So they'll never replace you, because they can't do all the things women really love. But, if you've been married for that long, which, by the way, I commend you for that, because that's a huge accomplishment. It's all about keeping the action alive in the bedroom, and you have to do things to re-spark it, because let's face it, sometimes we get into our ruts and we do the same thing in the same position at the same time. So Valentine's Day is the perfect time to do something different and exciting. And pleasure products, even though your wife might be, hey, what are these? wait till you put that Womanizer Liberty against her little pleasure area,
Hang
and
on.
she'll be like, "Oh my God!" I swear, I haven't seen a toy like this in 18 years.
Wow.
It's a brand new technology that I'm so glad is here because it helps so many women get to that point,
Well,
and they can't get there.
let me tell you something. A couple of years ago, I brought home one of your paperbacks. You know, the books about instructions and whatnot. It's an interesting read, and I actually got the book out and started reading some of it to her, and that lasted probably 10 seconds before she put the book down. And things went from there.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that's fun. I know a lot of couples. I suggest reading it out loud together.
Exactly.
Because it's fun and exciting. Were you reading Ride 'em Cowgirl, the Positions Guide, or Tickle His Pickle?
I think the first one is the one I was reading. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, tickle your fancy.
Yeah.
I've got 6 books,
Yeah.
and it's been quite a ride. And they're all technique based, fully illustrated, so you can just point and play and look at the
Point and-
illustration.
I like that.
Point and play.
Yeah.
Simple for guys. It's
Yeah.
got to be simple.
It really does.
Exactly.
It's absolutely true.
Well, I want to thank you for coming on with us again. It's always a pleasure to talk to you around, Valentine's Day and the products. I really appreciate that.
We're giving that away?
Yeah, I'm going to give away the. Now I'm rethinking. Maybe I should.
Rethinking. Do you want to keep the Womanizer Liberty or give that away?
I don't know what I'm going to do yet.
Can I ask one last
Yeah,
question?
yeah.
Earlier this
Yeah.
morning, we did a story about a new Samsung refrigerator that helps with dating. Do any of your products interface with the internet connected refrigerator? I'm trying to figure out how we can.
That's
tile-
next year.
That's next year.
Yeah.
Okay.
Next year I'll have something for you.
I want I want my vibrator to talk to my refrigerator.
There we go.
I'm not sure why.
I don't know how much that'll help you out in the bedroom, but
Right.
you can go for it.
So how do people?
yeah.
How do people contact you, Dr. Sadie?
So the website is ticklekitty.com.
Right.
And the kit that I put together, especially for Valentine's Day, is called the Play With Me Valentine Kit, and it's a couples kit. So I made sure there's toys for men in there as well. It's a lot of fun to explore with. And the quiz is there. And also, this kit has 8 items, and there's free shipping too. So it's kind of the perfect thing for Valentine's Day.
It's just awesome. Thanks for coming on with us again. Looking forward to next year already.
Oh, thank you so much. You guys are awesome, and happy Valentine's Day.
Happy
Same to you.
Valentine's Day. Bye-bye.
All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Dr. Sadie Allison. She actually is a sex educator and a best-selling author. TickleKitty.com if you want to reach out and see what this
I just took
kit is all about.
I just took the quiz.
Did you?
Yeah.
And?
I lied. And I got an excellent score.
It's 7:58. You got Ethan and Bill here. Lou sick. Maybe back tomorrow. Who knows? We'll find out. It's I-95, the morning show.
Sublime with Rome. Sublime with Rome.